I was gonna bring flowers, but I thought you'd like these better.
Coming up, the G.I. Joe Classified Series Retro Collection Duke. Stick around. What's up, and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video, we're going to be unpacking and reviewing the G.I. Joe Classified Series Retro Duke figure. Very cool. Ended up finding him in a local Target and snagged a couple, so here he is. I figured I'd go ahead and we get to this before we go back to the numbered figures for Classified, and we'll go ahead and get him done. But first, we took a little break yesterday, and I wanted to get one out today. However, we did suffer a severe... However, my home state did suffer some devastating news, and there was a cargo shipper that hit the Francis Scott Key Bridge, which is actually not far from my house at all. It's only a few miles, and it caused the bridge to collapse. So if we can, let's have a moment of silence for the victims and their families. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get into him. So here he is. You have some new artwork on the card here. So this is much better, you know, more classic that we were looking forward to. Here's Duke in his plastic dungeon. Bunch of accessories, so it's always nice. Looks good. Flip to the back. As you can see, Rakondo, Scarlet, and Duke. Get you a close-up of Duke's file card. And see nothing on the bottom or top because there's nothing there. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and pop him open. But first, please subscribe to the channel. Alright, so looks like I'm not going to be toy hunting, you know, to the east for a while. I'm not going through the city to go to certain stores. So it's just kind of a pain, but it really sucks about the bridge, you know. All those people. A lot of workers went to the water. I think 2 were found and 4 more are still missing. Some vehicles went into the water. It's horrible. So let's keep everyone in your thoughts and prayers. Alright, so we're just gonna slice around this and, you know, get to it and just get him removed from the packaging itself. These retro cards are a little goofy. I'll probably end up just taking it all the way off and storing the card, but for now, we're just going to do that and leave the bubble on it. First, we got some crap. Here's Duke. Awesome, man. He looks so much better. Duke does come with a stand like the rest of the retro figures, so that's a major plus as well. You got the stripes and star, 2 pegs, flip to the back side of the star, not much to it. It's kind of a matte, so that's nice. Stuff. Duke has a second tier here for some extra accessories, and I guess we'll start with that and we'll do the figure last. So sticking to the original Duke, he comes with a set of binoculars. As you can see, all black, very traditional. It's got some flexible plastic for the strap. Pretty cool, not much to it. Just an oversized version of the modern one. Next up, he's got this little machine gun here. You can see it's got this goofy folding stock, which doesn't fold. It's in that OD green color. It does have a magazine, and that is removable. Always good. Front of the barrel, there's a hole to put a blast effect. Nice. Alright, next, pop his backpack out. So here it is. As you can see, it's the same one that the original Duke came with. It's just in a like beige or khaki color. There's a green shovel on it, and it does have some text on it. As you can see right there, G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, blah, 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 blah. Cool. I like that they're doing that. It's a nice touch. A canteen on each side. Flip to the back. You have the peg to plug into the figure's back. So, cool deal. Next, we have the G.I. Joe laser rifle. Cool. Slight upgrade from, you know, I guess the last ones that we got, you know, instead of getting Nerf guns. I did upgrade the gun on my Duke. I'll show him off when we do a comparison. But you see all OD green, you got the black stock. Flip around, come to the front and end of the barrel. There's also a hole for a blast effect. So cool deal. Good to get some, especially if you're doing a retro figure, have some of those retro weapons that the figures had. Now next, can't speak for retro on this one too much, but here you have his pistol. It's all black. Not the original one he came with, which is better in my opinion, but still it's not like the 45 that, you know, Duke should be having, but it's still fine. More compact, probably 9mm. I don't know, looking at the chamber, I really don't know what this is, but there's a hole on the barrel for a blast effect as well. And there's that. And moving on. This is a plus. He's got his helmet. Now there is a visor on it, which Duke did not have, so throw it on Hawk or something, I don't know. But that's cool. You know, you got it, so you don't need to use it if you don't want to. You simply, see, you reach in here. Does it unplug? I'm sure it does, but I'm not going to pop it off just because I don't want to risk it not going back in, but it looks like it can come off, I think. I don't know, not going to mess with it. But you got the green and the kind of tinted see-through visor here. So cool. There's that. All right, now down at the bottom here, he's got a knife, and they actually got some little more details on this than just an all-black knife with a silver blade. As you see, of course, it's got the silver blade, has a brown handle, and if you look at the butt, it has this little gold piece on the end right there. So that's cool. Maybe it's something special, maybe it was a gift, but he's got a knife. All right, next up, he's got an extra pair of hands, so if you don't want to use the grip hands, you can use the two fist hands. So both balled fists, you know, you put them in a fight stance, you know, that's pretty neat. There's a hinge peg on there, so the fist could move in or out. You get one for each hand. And now for Duke. Pop him out, and here he is. So much better. The head sculpt is much better. You know, more Duke looking, I guess. He's got that, you know, khaki shirt, green pants, brown boots. There's a drop leg holster on his right leg. The belt is actually attached to his midsection here. You have a flag on his right shoulder. Here, he has some insignias here. Got the green collar. There's no red on these little pieces here, which I think there should be, but down here he's got a sheath on his boot for the knife. Look at the back, not much to it. The bandolier green, you know, you have the black grenade on there. All right, so he looks good. Let's check out his articulation. Head can go side to side, forward and back, and rotate a full 360. All right, arms come up that far. There's butterfly joints at the shoulders. There's a rotating bicep. Double jointed pinless elbows. Let me see. Of course, he's got the hinge peg in his hand. This one allows it to move down or up instead of in or out like the fist hands. They can rotate a full 360, and as you can see, the right and left hand both are grip hands. All right, torso rotation, waist rotation, ab crunch forward, ab crunch backward. Drop leg is pretty good, comes down a decent amount. He's got upper thigh rotation, double jointed pinless knees, bottom of the boot, bottom of the pant, top of the boot. He's got the calf rotation, and moving down to the foot at his ankle, there's the hinge to put the foot forward that far and up that far, as well as a side-to-side pivot. Cool. He feels nice too. He's not super stiff. He feels new, but you know, not factory. I'm going to bend him and it feels like it's going to break new. So that's a major plus right there. So first, what I want to do, I'm going to pop these hands off real quick and just see what he would look like in a fighting stance. You know, you could always make a scene, you know, like the Revenge of Cobra or something like that, and put him in a pit up against somebody. You know, you like put him up. Looks good. I actually like it like that. I'm half tempted to do that, but I'm not going to. If we want to take his bandolier off, so that way, you know, there he is. That looks nice though. I like it. But for now, for the video, anyways, we're going to gear him up with as much stuff as we can. Pretty sure it all will fit on him, and we'll go from there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put his bandolier back on, just like that. Get that arm down. We're gonna bring the stand over, line up them pegs with the holes in his feet. Do 1 and 1. Get in a little pose. And flip him around to the back, and we're gonna go ahead and put the backpack on. So you want to line up the hole with the bandolier, going into the hole in his back, and take that peg on the back of the backpack, and just plug it in just like that. Next, we're gonna go ahead and throw his binoculars around his neck, just kind of hanging like that. It doesn't stick out too far either, which is good. I think the strap could be a little bit more flexible, so that way it would hang a bit more. But let me see if I stick it around that grenade piece. Yeah, it drops a little bit more, so that'll work. All right, next, we're gonna take that knife and stick that into the sheath at his boot, like that, and that fits nice, so I like that. And then we'll take his pistol and put that in his holster right shoulder, like that. Now, 2 guns. I kind of want to do the card art, so this gun is not going to fit on his backpack, but I'll see if I can like stick the stock over his canteen, if it might work. It's not going to. That's okay, we're just gonna put it to the side. And I do want to do that pose, because that looks pretty slick. So you see, he's not holding the grip of the rifle itself. He's kind of got it at the end of the stock. So what we're gonna do is just stretch that hand some and get his arm around it like that. Hold it a little bit up. Before we do that, I'm gonna have him hold the helmet, but I want to see what it looks like on him. So we'll just go ahead and slide it on like that. Yeah, there you go. That's a nice traditional looking Duke. Lift the visor up. Cool deal. But we're gonna go ahead and take that back off. He's not smiling. They should give you 2 heads with him. You know, have the one with the goofy smirk, you know, the grin, and then another just to you know, have the war face going. Now for this hand, we'll go ahead and bend these fingers a bit. Do a little something like that, and that's how we got him, with the extra hands and the other gun to the side. Now we'll go ahead and bring out our first Duke. So here he is right here. So as you can see, I went ahead and took the Action Force gun and swapped it out with his Nerf gun, just because I thought it looked better. It fit more. You can see the color differences. Looks like the parts they're all, they look different. Can't tell with the boots with these shin guards on. You see the arms are they're different. The forearms are totally different. Yeah, because he's got like wristbands on here. The upper arms are different because he's got that pattern on his shoulder. The shirt is also different. It looks like the collar is wider opened on the first one as opposed to this one. It's a little bit closer together. You know, the belt on the original obviously is loose and not attached, unlike the new one. Backpacks are the same, but yeah, quite a bit of difference. Totally different head sculpt. So that's cool. But yeah, so he's definitely the upgrade, and we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. All right, so now that we got this together, I'm gonna go ahead and get him thrown up on the turntable, and then we will give you some final thoughts.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
Be sure to check out our previous videos. A link will always be pinned in the comments.
Now back to G.I. Joe.
All right, here is the G.I. Joe Classified Series Retro Collection Duke figure from Hasbro. Very impressed. This figure is amazing. He looks great. His articulation is great. The accessories are great. Love the helmet. The binoculars are cool, which we kind of needed them because we didn't have any before. He's overall he's an awesome figure. I love the new head sculpt. The addition of the the classic colors added in. I don't really have any dislikes about this figure whatsoever. I love the mobility of him. He came out of the package feeling like a new figure, but not super tight to where you thought if you bent it wrong, you might break it. So that was a super plus for me. I think the only issue, and I probably mean this by the only issue, is that he doesn't have the red up on the collars there. So I don't know what's up with that, but not totally retro. He doesn't have that, but it's all good. I think it's something we can get over on. But anyways, tune in tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess we'll start with our numbered figures. I guess we could do another retro, but I think I'll go ahead and do the numbered figures first, starting with probably Big Boa. So I might get Big Boa, then Quick Kick, or Quick Kick Big Boa. I don't know. I'm gonna do one or the other. Probably final that out with the Techno Viper, of course. Get to Recondo, and then probably Scarlet, or one or the other, vice versa. But anyways, so that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. And if you did, please, like always, leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media. And please give your thoughts and prayers to all the people in this devastating moment that we had in Baltimore. Thank you. Peace.